What's going on, guys? Casey O'Donnell coming to you from beautiful Lake Guntersville to talk to you about one of my favorite baits to throw during the summer. It's the first week of May. We've kind of had some weird weather. Hasn't really been as hot as it usually is during the summer, so the bite hasn't been that great, but it's getting there. And the bite I'm talking about is the frog. It's a big fish bait. I caught one last year in a tournament on 8 3/4 that bit the frog, and it's just an awesome way to catch big fish this time of year. I'm going to go over a couple of the different frogs I throw and what kind of scenarios I throw them in. The first one I like to do is the Spro popping frog. This is without a doubt the best popping frog on the market. They're not a sponsor of mine. I really like this bait, and you can throw this one around matted grass, around trees. It's really an all-purpose frog, and if they want that little bit of pop on the surface, that's the go-to frog. The other two frogs I throw is the up and down frog. A bunch of different companies make this one. It's when it goes through the water, it goes up and down, and this is really good around the laydowns. It skips really well, and that's kind of my frog that I like to throw around bushes and trees that are in the water. And then my last frog I like to use is the Snag Proof Ish's Fat Frog, and this is actually the frog I caught the 8 3/4 on last year in a tournament. And this is my favorite when you're fishing grass that's kind of becoming matted. For instance, hydrilla. In Florida we fish pepper grass, and when that grass comes up to the surface and it starts to mat up, this frog just has a really neat wobble in that grass, and it's one of my favorites to throw, and obviously with the big fish I've caught on it, it's a confidence bait for me too. And to go over colors, earlier in the year you kind of want to go with your more natural colors, and later in the year you want to switch to the more darker colors, but most importantly, it's more about what the cover you're fishing. If I'm fishing around trees that are real green, I'm going to go with the real green frog. But if I'm fishing, let's say, a mat, you got to realize that underneath the mat it's going to be really dark. So that's when I'm going to go with my more blacks, like this one. It's called Papa Midnight, and then just the regular Spro Poppin' Frog in black. So these are just some awesome baits. They're big fish catchers. When you get in an area that has fish, try the frog. There's a lot of people that are winning tournaments on this bait, and it's just an awesome way to catch fish this time of year, guys. Try them out, and you'll catch some big fish.
Alright guys, this is us out on Lake Guntersville, and what I'm fishing here is just a massive grass flat. And this was actually my first time into the area, so I didn't really understand how the fish were set up. So I'm just making blind casts. And right here you can see the fish eat it right on the middle left part of the screen on that outside edge of the grass. And that helped me key in on what to do in the future. But right here you can tell that the frog is a big fish bait, and if you're around the right ones, you can do really well in a tournament if you have confidence throwing it.